Today I would like to talk about talking, specifically about talking on your cell phone. October the 3rd in 2014, a man taking the bus to Oslo was kicked off the bus for talking on his cell phone. Now, the bus company said later that this was not a rule and that the driver had indeed overstepped his authority. However, the comment section on the article was flooded with comments that, surprisingly enough, at least to me, was supporting the driver and generally negative to the use of a cell phone both in public and on public transport. I have to ask, why? Now, first of all, I do understand that there are cases where a cell phone conversation should not be within earshot of other people. And these cases include, but are not restricted to, well, phone sex. It doesn't matter if it's your significant other or your local sex line. Nobody wants to hear you pant and moan in public. In fact, it's just above masturbating on the bus, and only because of less mess. 2. Heated arguments. So you had a bad day, or someone else you know did, and now they're taking it out on you. It happens, it can't be helped. You might still rethink the wisdom of yelling and screaming into your cell phone when you are in public. Nobody around you care if you're in the middle of a bad breakup. Turn the phone off and go home. You can argue there. Other than that, I do not understand why this is even an issue. If I talk with a normal indoors voice, it should be nobody's business. How do I justify that? Well, if I was sitting on the bus and talking to my friend who sits next to me, nobody would even think about it. So in my opinion, it is nobody's business if he's there or on the phone with me. In fact, what really bothers people is that they only get half of the conversation. Even if they aren't actively listening in, they will still hear it and will get frustrated as the brain tries to fill in the blanks of its own. But that is still no reason. In my opinion, you cannot ban people from talking on a cell phone in public unless you ban talking altogether. And that is exactly what I will tell anyone who tried to tell me that I'm rude for talking on my cell phone in public, albeit in somewhat less polite and more stern terms anyway.